So we thought we would highlight the Aqua Class cabin. So we are on deck 9. We're gonna go into our room right now and show you guys that cabin.
Our door sticks just a little bit, so you have to push on the handle just a little bit more, but they slide in, they're not tapped. Over to my left, we have the closets, and over to my right, we have the bathroom. We will show you that in a moment, but the closets are pretty standard. You get a little bit more storage than you get on some ships, but there's a safe, there's a bunch of drawers.
The drawers are quite deep, able to put plenty of shirts and other items inside. For hanging space, you get plenty of hangers. If you need more, just ask your stateroom attendant. Life jackets are up above. Robes, also in the closet, they come with these little duffel bags. They've got yoga mats in them. Aqua Class, it's a little bit more of that spa treatment. So there's 2 in here.
So here's our realistic in-use room tour. So over here we have the bathroom. A lot of people were curious about that. There's actually no shower curtain if you get Aqua Class. They're just these doors on here, but you can see where there used to be a curtain above it, so I don't know when they upgraded that, but appreciated upgrade. And then over here we also have an upgraded shower. There's a lot of additional nozzles, and they have the shampoo and conditioner and everything inside of bottles.
This comes off, so you can pick this up and you can hold it. They've got, if you go one way down here, it comes out of here. If you go the other way, it comes out of all of these jets all at once. I'll kind of show you that real quick. One way.
So we heard from multiple other people on the ship that they were having issues with water leaking out of their shower, and so what we discovered is you need to make sure that the flaps are in. So open up your doors inwards and shut them like this. If you swing it like this, the seal will be broken and all the water will just come out onto your floor.
But if you, while you're showering, if you just keep these just a little bit, if you go in first and keep it a little bit pointed to the inside, the water will drain inside. Otherwise, this area here just becomes a big old puddle of water.
Right over here, we have the sink area, a little bit of storage down here. These are actually really shallow, so you can't actually store much of anything down here, all up here. And another thing that at least I forget is that you cannot use a hair dryer inside of here. You actually need to go out over there to use anything that plugs in.
While it is shallow, I'm still able to put my kit and my toothbrush and some of my stuff in there, so it is deep enough to store some stuff, but if you're like looking to put a lot of stuff in there, you're just gonna run out of a little bit of room. Something she loves, hooks again on the door. It's a tight bathroom, but it works. And what do you think about the sink? Is the sink better on this one than on the Equinox?
It's a lot better, in my opinion, than Equinox. For just washing your face, washing your hands. This actually has a lot more room, and since it's recessed, it works a lot better. So just in a little nutshell, that's the quick bathroom tour. I hope it helps you out if you happen to book Aqua Class. Sometimes they give you towel animals or something fun. Today we got some really fun towel animals, and we just have one bed set up. However, they do split apart. And also we have a couch over here, and that is the pull-out couch.
We were able to ask for a mattress topper. Definitely makes it a little more comfortable, and we got some feather down pillows. They think they had Tempur-Pedic as well, or something similar to Tempur-Pedic pillows, but we liked the feather, so we got able to get feather down. This room doesn't have the storage over the bed, which makes it feel more open, but
we have more closet space.
There's more closet space because it goes down the hallway, but it's not above the bed. But then over here on the makeup vanity area below, down here, you can see there's also plenty of storage on both sides.
Interesting thing to note is that some of the past ships we've been on recently, you can like play newer movies such as Bond for free. This ship does not have that. It just has basic channels. One of the channels that we think is really fun to watch is the Future Cruises. They go around and show you different cruises. It's pretty fun to watch.
Smaller TV right above the mini fridge. We had them empty our mini fridge. So you can see on the side, they put all the items on the side down here so that now we're able to store waters and stuff in it during the day for cold.
As far as the deck goes, it's pretty standard, pretty typical deck for a cruise ship. It is very different than the Edge class ships. You definitely don't get the same level of privacy with the partitions that they have, but it's nice if you're into more of a classic balcony.
This ship hasn't been edgified yet. It's supposed to, I think, go under later in the year, but that's why you can see kind of the little bit more brown carpet, the red furniture, some of the finishes just throughout the whole ship. it's got a great layout, so once it goes through the education process, then it'll be top notch again.
Our room is actually located on deck 9. So we do a lot of stairs every day when we go all the way to the bottom. But it's actually a pretty good location if you're going to like the spa, the solarium, the pool. We really like it for that. One thing to note though is at certain times of the night, you hear a lot of people moving furniture and stuff up above you. So just be aware of that. Also, just in case you didn't know, every time you are going into a port, Celebrity gives you a towel for each person in the room. So you don't have to bring your own beach towels if you don't want to. We just checked in. You just give them your card, super easy. They give you robes and shoes, and then you can go get changed. However, the dressing rooms are actually outside of the spa by the solarium. So we didn't know that at first. A lot of people get lost. There are little faucets on the side of every room, and they shoot out cold water. So this one is the Sahara. Lights coming down from the ceiling. It's dry. This one isn't very hot, but the stoves are all very warm. So right to the next to that, you have Victoria Falls, which is really just a fancy shower. It has cool, lukewarm water coming out of it, and it can do multiple different areas, and it all comes out of these jets. So last we have the herbal suite. This one is very, very hot, very humid. It smells really nice in here though, and you have to make sure you're wearing a robe because it was hurting a lot of people's butts to sit down. So similar to Victoria's Falls, we have the Bosporus Mist. This is a misting shower. It's quite similar, it just doesn't come out like jets. It's a mist. We were just sitting here on these hot stone chairs and discussing the fact that our last ship, Equinox, actually overlooked the ocean, and they had like beds for you to sit on, which was a little bit different. But Ryan discovered in the changing room there's actually a sauna, and that overlooks the ocean.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that video right here. It's really nice in the men's side. I don't know about the women's, but in the men's side, there is a sauna, and you can sit here and overlook the ocean. Pretty cool place to be. Actually, a pretty warm place to be, but it's a pretty nice place to hang out, I guess, if you're looking for a spa. Here's the male changing room off of the spa and the workout room. So you've got some toilets, you've got a couple showers. On the back side over here is the lockers. You've got lockers. You've got the rain shower here, as well as the sauna.
Here in the solarium, they have a aqua therapy pool. It is all salt water. It's actually quite hot, so be careful not to get overheated. They have 2 hot tubs, and they also have the spa cafe, which we are going to show you in just a moment.
If you're looking for smoothies and healthy choices to drink, this is a place to come. They've got a smoothie bar, and then they can make you other stuff right through here.
So we're going to show you a little bit of the buffet. That's by the pool deck and by the solarium, same kind of area, just keep walking. This one's unique to some of the other ships. It's actually just one big circle. You walk in a full circle. Right off of the food, there's a bunch of little seating areas where you can sit down, and they have little portholes so you can see straight down to the ocean.
So back here is right in front of the Sunset Bar, and this is where they do the sandwiches and salad bar, and they do some breakfast back here as well. So they have these portholes, and you can look through, and you can actually stand on it. You're standing on glass, and you're actually standing over the ocean. Maddie doesn't like these, but I think they're pretty cool. Scary, but cool.
We just stopped to get a bite of ice cream from the Ocean View Cafe. I got peanut butter and chocolate. And what did you get?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Their soft serve has been broken the whole time. Third ship we've been on this year that has a broken soft serve. I don't know if that's just like a normal thing. But yeah. So the trellis is right over that way, and it's the main dining area where everyone eats, and then right over here is blue.
Trellis has 2 different entrances, 4 and deck 5. So as I was saying, Trellis is the main dining room for all the other cabins on the ship. They serve breakfast and dinner there, as well as lunch on their sea days, and that is an anytime dining on one of the decks, and then set dining time is on the other deck.
So this is blue. This is the main dining area for all Aqua Class. They do breakfast and dinner. This is where we've been eating.
What'd you get?
I got flowers.
What is it made out of?
What are they made out of?
Paper napkin, I think?
Yeah, paper napkin and a straw.
Lumine on deck 4 is the restaurant for the suite class guests, and it is just for them, and it's a very nice private restaurant.
What did we just find?
So as you come up the staircase from 10 towards 11 back by Ocean View Cafe, if you come up here, this is where cuisine is, which is their special Le Petit Chef dinner where they do the display on the plate.
So we've actually never eaten here. However, a lot of people say it's really fun. Kind of reminds them of what Disney does on their cruise ships.
Okay. One more thing to note, by the elevators, just a little bit further ahead is one of the other specialty dinings, and that's Tuscan, where we ate last night. Don't know how we forgot about that, but that is also down on deck 3. If you're looking for a burger, come right outside on the pool deck, and they've got their little masked grill right here.
There are actually 2 pools on the outside deck area. One of them is kind of more of a semicircle, and that one's not too deep, and they have 2 very large ledges where you can sit down if you don't want to be fully in the water. They also have a very deep pool. It's about 6 foot 2 inches deep. It's very good for wading and cooling off. And they have multiple hot tubs, so it doesn't get quite as busy and hectic on the pool deck, we've noticed, as some of the other ships.
We're up at the rooftop terrace. They are supposed to be showing a movie at 2. It's a little after 2 now, so they're late. I don't know if they're going to end up doing it, but we got up here. We have a little cabana. It is rooftop terrace on this ship, which is deck 11 or 12, technically speaking, I think, on the back of the ship. And I'll turn it around and show you guys what the area looks like. We're on deck 11 at the forward of the ship. This is where the Constellation Lounge is. They do trivias here, they do dance parties at night, and there's a bar up here. And it's a great place to just hang out and look at the front of the ship, because you can see as you're coming into ports and stuff. So it's a really good vantage point. On the other side of the Constellation Lounge is where we camp at sea. So if you've got the young ones here, this is definitely the place to bring them during the day, and you can drop them off and they can play all day with the other kids.
They also have the club right over there.
And the club is on this side. This is for the teens, and they do activities and hangouts there.
Down here on deck 5, we have the Celebrity Theater. We have not spent a ton of time here. However, we have stopped in for a few of their shows. And right now they have Deal or No Deal up. I think they have a comedy show going on tonight, so we might pop in for a bit of that. Okay, so right across from the theater we have the Emporium, and unlike the Edge, for example, all of the shopping's in one area. It is like one main mall, and that is called the Emporium, so we're going to show you around just a little bit.
So it's not set up right now, but in the middle here they do extravaganzas where everything is under $10 or everything is under $15. They have a sale going on right now where everything is $15, and that includes bags and purses and scarves, stuff like that. So part of this main shopping area has a liquor store on it. When you buy stuff from here, they hold it until the last day of the ship, and then you come and collect it. But they're duty-free prices, and they've got everything from Scotch whiskey, and they've got liqueurs to rums and vodkas. As with all the celebrity ships that I've seen, there's an Effie on board as their kind of special exclusive jeweler, and then they've got watches of John Hardy, Tissot, Tissot, Tag Heuer, stuff like that. Just past, we turn into the art gallery right over here, and this is Future Cruises.
So we are now leaving the Emporium. You guys just got to see all the shopping. To my right now is where the gelato is. To my left is El Baccio, and straight ahead is Sushi on 5.
So Maddie's in the room. I'm headed up the stairs right now. I just went and got her gelato.
Gelato's super good.
So the center here opens up into kind of a rectangular shape, but then you go from deck 5, deck 4, which has got a martini bar over on this side over here, and then down to deck 3, and right below where I'm standing on deck 3 is where guest relations is, and there's a very pretty staircase going from 4 to 3. We're now on deck 3. Deck 3 is all cabins except for when you get to the foyer, middle of the ship. That's where guest relations is. They've also got cruise excursions and a couple other little things in that area. We're coming past the final of the rooms, the last few rooms, and it opens right back up into the foyer. So it opens up into shore excursions. Back over this way is the guest relations desk, concierge, and then there's some elevators over on this side. We tend not to take these elevators, but they're actually kind of cool because these elevators have exterior views, so you can see the ocean as you go up and get through these areas. It's pretty cool. Take the stairs up from 8 to 9 from the library, and you find yourself in the eye lounge. Library is on 8, eye lounge is on 9. All throughout the ship you'll see art exhibitions and art pieces. This is one of the very interesting ones. They're having hot dogs, and even the dog behind is getting a whole bunch of hot dogs. Here is Cellar Masters. Cellar Masters is the wine area on the ship. You can get your wines here, you can do wine tastings. Cellar Masters is one of the lounges on the ship. They have wine tastings and different wines you can order. Right up here by the bar, there's usually someone playing music, and that is right next to Sushi on 5.
So over here we have Rendezvous Lounge.
Out on the decks, whether that be the pool deck on deck 10 or up on the sun deck up on deck 11, there's a couple bars around that you can go to. There's the pool bar down on 10. There's the overlooking bar right here behind me, which is up on 11, right up on the track. And then you've also got the mast grill, which has a little bit of food and bar. And then you can go into Ocean View, and there's a couple bars around this area.
To be honest, we really haven't spent that much time over here at the Sunset Bar. It is just off of the Ocean View Cafe. However, we did sit here when we were in port, and it was just way too busy in the buffet. So a lot of people use this for extra seating. This is the frozen martini bar. They have ice in the middle over here, and then that bar top is actually completely frozen, and they just have a bunch of fun drinks, specifically martinis.
As you can see, they're getting set up for the night, but you can see right now this is already starting to freeze over. Just a few steps off the martini bar, you've got the casino. The casino's got all the slot machines, and then they've got table games. There's a bar in here as well. Definitely a place that if you're feeling lucky, you should come look at. Forward on deck 4, just past the casino, is the photo gallery. They've got photos up on the wall, and these are taken throughout the cruise. You can come down here and find your photos. and pick them up, pay for them. They've got different packages and stuff like that you can remember your cruise by. Also, if you're interested, they do studios here, so you can get your studio pictures done. In that same area is also Michael's Club, and this would be the club for the suites. So they have Lumine and they also have Michael's Club, and that is on deck 4 in the middle of the photo gallery, and it's just a private club area to hang out. Something I think that's important to note that I don't know that we ever really noted before. So the hot tubs are not, but the indoor aqua therapy in the solarium pool and then the 2 outside pools are all salt water on this ship. At one point I even saw some seaweed, so I don't know if they bring the water on from the actual ocean or whatever, they just like put in the salt. I would assume, since I saw the seaweed, they probably bring in some water. However, they are salt water.
We are packing back up our luggage. We need to get it out tonight so they can take it off the ship for us, and we will pick it on up in the morning.
We put our bags out last night. We are number 25. You can carry them off yourself. We just decided to let them do it. Right now they've called up to boarding group 11. It's 8:10, so we'll probably have our number called in the next about 30 minutes or so. We'll get off, go to the car, and we'll go from there. There's only like 10 or so cabins per number, so it's not too bad.